Hi, this is Michael Orrell from MobileBurn.com. Today I'm going to show you some extended batteries from Hong Kong's Mugen Power. So let's start off with a standard upgrade battery still in the packaging. This is a 1700 milliamp hour battery for a Motorola DROID Pro, DROID 2, or DROID X. Standard size, just swap out the old and swap in the new, and you don't need a special extended back or anything. And it's a little bit more capacity than the standard battery, and for that you have to pay $46.95. What interests me most, though, are the really super extended batteries here. So you can see this is a 3300 milliamp hour battery with a matching back that's designed for a Google Nexus S. Now you can see Nexus S is a reasonably thin device, and look at the size of that back alone. It's thicker than the entire phone. So what I'm going to do is pop off the rear cover and pull out the stock 1500 milliamp hour battery. Pop in the new 3300 milliamp hour extended battery, and while I'm here though, I'm going to point out that this back does support the NFC capabilities. You can see the two contacts there, and the NFC antenna is built into the back. Toss it on here, so powering up. And what this does is it gives you basically 2 times the performance of the stock battery. Now, in order to get that full performance, Mugen says that you need to prepare the battery, which means charging it fully and leaving it on the charger for an additional 8 hours. And do that 3 times. So I've done that over the past week or so, and I've gotten good performance out of it. You know, the back feels pretty good. It's a nice gloss. A little bit of a fit issue down here at the bottom. You know, rubs the finger a little bit odd, you know, if you're holding it for a really long time, but I've found that I'm quite used to it, and I've had no problems using the device like this. You can see there's the cutouts here. Everything works pretty well. This costs $99.95, including the shipping, and you know, like I said, you get a little bit over twice the stock Google Nexus S battery performance out of it. Sometimes a doubling in capacity just isn't enough, though, and if you're an Optimus 2X user, it's an LG device, then you might be interested in seeing what a 4500 milliamp hour battery looks like. And this is the matching back for it. Goes on pretty easily. This costs $108.95, but you get 3 times the stock capacity, which was 1500 milliamp hours. Again, you still have to go through the proper training of the battery and everything. And don't kid yourself, this is really, really large, but it has a nice soft touch feel to it, just like the stock back. It looks pretty decent. Missing the metal strip down the back, but again, doesn't look out of place if you're okay with the additional thickness. Feels nice, and of course 3 times the battery life is something everybody can get behind. I'm a pretty heavy user of Verizon's MiFi 2200, so the fact that I can get a 3600 milliamp hour extended battery for this device is really great. Stock battery is 1150, so you get a little bit more than 3 times the capacity out of this. This is a little bit different in terms of the back. You know, the original stock back is quite small, as is the original battery. Just would cover up this part. So what Mugen had to do was create an extended back to cover everything, plus also covers your security information on the back. You can see it's a really large battery, a lot thicker than the stock device, but again, 3 times the battery power, so you've got all day staying power with the internet connectivity if you're out of the office. This battery in the rear cover costs $96.95, including the shipping. So I want to thank Mugen for sending out these free samples for us to test out. If you're interested in one of these batteries or one of the other batteries for the many devices that Mugen supports, you can go to mugenpowerbatteries.com and do a quick search and find exactly what you're looking for. The prices I quoted here all included free slow boat shipping. It'll take about 2 weeks to get it to you from overseas, but in the end you're going to have a really large battery and extra capacity that you're probably going to need for some of these Android powered devices, and it certainly doesn't hurt with devices like this MiFi as well. So I'm Michael Orrell from MobileBurn.com. Thanks for watching.